In this clip, we're going to talk about limping. Limping is a common issue that's encountered at home with pets and can be caused by a couple of different reasons. We see limping due to soft tissue injuries, like a ligament tear, a sprain of a muscle, or even a wound. We also see limping because of orthopedic issues. That can be arthritis, it can be a broken bone, or any other damage to the bone for any other reason. Okay. Limping can present for a couple of different ways. We can see your pet having a difficult time getting up after laying down. We can see them walking gingerly on a leg, or we can even see them not using the leg at all. The first and most important issue to consider when you're looking at your pet that's limping is even if they're not vocalizing or showing it in a way that you recognize, they're limping because they're painful. So anytime that you try to deal with them or look at the area or move things around, even though they're your pets, you trust them, you love them, they can never do anything to you, they're animals, and if they're painful, they may bite. So make sure you have someone helping you out if you're going to look at your pet. It would be a good idea to even include a muzzle at home that fits for your pet, just to make sure that everybody's safe. When you evaluate a limping dog, you want to first check to make sure that there's nothing stuck in the foot, any kind of rocks or thorns or anything sharp in there. Check for any kind of obvious wounds. Then you can feel the joints, make sure there's no swelling. Also, what you want to do is move the leg in its normal motion and see if there's any area that seems painful. If you do find something that seems painful, then we can focus on that. If there's a wound, obviously we want to clean that up, which we talk about in another video. If there's an abscess, just like in the video on abscesses, we're going to apply a hot compress and try to clean it out that way. If we don't find an obvious cause, it's most likely a soft tissue injury. The most important thing with these issues is rest. So that means the only thing that we do besides lay at home, preferably in a kennel or small room, is that when we go outside, we're on a leash. So we don't want to be running around, we don't want to be going for walks, we don't want to be acting crazy, because that's going to aggravate the injury. Rest is one of the most important treatments for limping. Now, if you have a limping that's not getting better, I usually recommend giving it about 2 to 3 days. If it's not getting better at that point, or it seems like it's getting worse in pain level, then I recommend seeing your veterinarian. An important note is not to treat with any kind of over-the-counter anti-inflammatories. So we have meds that are made for dogs, but the ones that are available over-the-counter for humans do not agree with their system and can be toxic. That would be things like Tylenol, Aleve, or ibuprofen. So stay away from those, have some rest, and then if it's not getting better, see your vet.